I know. Once in a blue moon. How was your blue moon? I literally felt like I was in fog. And then this morning, it was like clarity, seeing things clearly, being able to see like quite the funny side of things. And like this, I literally got put to sleep for 2 days, pretty much could not stay awake. And even in my dream state, I couldn't stay awake. I wanted to work behind a bar, but I couldn't fucking see. They were like, we can't give you a job if you can't see what you're doing. And then I woke up, I don't know where the hell I got taken last night, but I woke up this morning and it was like, oh my God, this is just, everything is just so fucking ridiculous. Like, there was just this clarity of things that felt really foggy. So I don't know if you've experienced that, but it could have a lot to do with the weather as well. Like, as in clouding our judgment, the wind. So I've done my cards. I'm not going to fuck around with my microphone because I don't need to. And I think I got into a habit of worrying that no one could hear me. But I'm not going to do that. So we are going to start. We're going to get... So the moon has now moved into Aquarius. Now, everyone thinks that Aquarius is a water sign, but it's not. It's actually an air sign. And air is clarity of the mind. It's the water carrier. So I think that's where an Aquarius sounds like aquarium, I guess. I think that's where the confusion comes in with people thinking that it's actually a water sign, but it's not, it's an air sign. So there has been this, clear-cut clarity, if you like, which happened overnight. And the moon has just gone into Aquarius. It's only in there for 2 days. Take advantage of whatever comes up over the next 2 days. I'm feeling huge expansion energy in the making. And also, the last collective reading was going into hermit mode, but now actually I think it's time, whether we want to or not, it's time to come out and shine. Get your ass out of the fucking, take the lessons, take the love, and get out. Right. Protection of the highest level, messages for the collective, the Hierophant and the sun. What did I say? So the Hierophant is the high priest. It is, I'm looking at the card. It's got 2 people playing the guitars. There's a cauldron. There's 2 skeletons. So it's like this death thing. There's skeletons, skulls above. Now it's a pillar. The pillars always represent like a gateway, an opportunity. The Hierophant talks about spiritual lessons or learning having new abilities, seeking out a different kind of way of divination is the word I was looking for. So something may suddenly come online, but there's some kind of spiritual lesson that's going on here. Now there's fire behind him, so he's got a cup in front of him as well, and what looks like 2 keys. So there's the unlocking of. Now, strangely, he's got 1 snake in his hand. There's snakes wrapped around the pillows. We've just come out of the year of the snake. So there's still this, this shedding of the old, releasing of the old. The pillars, like I say, represent some kind of gateway to go through. And it's almost like learning the lessons of or seeking out a mentor or being a mentor for the lessons of this kind of spiritual, I don't even like using that, ascended level, you know, as we are moving forward and we're learning new stuff and the pace is quickening up, you know, this is going to come up more and more. And it's like the fire behind him is almost like that's extinguishing, you know, it's burned, it's gone, it's behind him. It's like it's been put out. The flames, you know, I'm going to get back to it. Underneath is the sun. I love this card because I actually was told, you know, who's in the card and everything. But this is one of the most positive cards in the deck. And all hands are raised. And like I said, it's time to shine. If you've been in hermit mode, let me keep in there. If you've been in hermit mode, I love the fact that the pair of them are playing the guitar as well over the cauldron. If you've been hermit mode, it's time to come out. The sun is one of the most positive cards in the deck, and everybody's hands are up. It's like, hallelujah, hey, hey, you know, here comes the sun, here comes the sun, I say, it's alright. So you've got someone on a surfboard riding the waves. You've got the hot air balloon in the background, which is beautiful. You've got this Indian headdress, which almost is like old. And again, with the Hierophant, this could be old, you know, stuff coming to the surface, past lives, memories from past lives, coming up to the surface, old remedies, old medicines, you know. Copper is becoming more and more seen. All these old things, this is delving back into the past and getting the treasures of the medicines or whatever, the fact that the music vibration was changed in music, you know, all this stuff is related to this card of leveling up, and the skeletons representing the death of, and then her hands are just on fire. So this is like source energy from the sun. We all have this. We all have this like fire energy within us, and we're being asked to use it in the most positive of ways and to send it out. I noticed also he's got the skull and crossbones on his thing, so again there's another death. There's a little dog there representing, you know, that puppy-like feeling. Everyone's, you know, ta-da! So we're going to get some more, but the Hierophant was the main card. We are going to go to the Oracle Fairies, get one from the Oracle Fairies. So yeah, this is about spiritual lessons. The two keys either side of the cup are saying to me, like, two things have been unlocked. Two, what is that is like the Holy Grail. People think like, you know, the whole story about the Holy Grail and the mission that they went on and everything was something that was outside of themselves. The Holy Grail is something that's inside of us. It is our cup. It is our heart space. And there's two keys there. So there's two elements of information that can be unlocked for this lesson towards the Holy Grail. What else has he got in his hand? I love the fact that the two guitars are crossing each other over the cauldron. So you may have actually learned how to use your fire energy in whatever to fill your cup moving forward. And in the when I see guitars or anything musical, it's the vibration that we're giving out. What are you giving out? What are you playing? What are you playing into the cauldron that is going to ripple out into the collective? Because this is, whether we like it or not, we are all part of the collective. And, you know, what we play out into the collective has a rippling effect. So we're going to get some more on the Hierophant, whatever you want to call him, and see, but it definitely feels like a death, and the pillars representing a gateway, an opportunity to go through, to level up. Give me something straight to the highest level, opportunities, gateways for the collective. Here we have a bit of clarity, find balance. I love the fact that, I love her wings in this, but find balance between your work, rest and play, and you will have more energy, harmony and productivity in your life. Take a power nap. I mean, energy, this is like almost like, there's some serious shit to do. There's also some playtime to do, even in the sun. And so find balance. Finding balance can be energetically as well. How much time, energy are you giving out? How much time, energy is being put back in? We're going to get some more. At the bottom of the deck, we've got healing. Now it's time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others. And again, she's got, look at the two cards between those. Hands open, open to receiving and open to giving. There's this massive thing with these hands, and it is like, yeah, it's okay to be like, oh, you know, I give healing, I do Reiki, right? But are you doing it to yourself? Are you actually, is there this equal balance in giving and receiving? Because everything needs to, all work and no play makes for a really unhappy, the Hanged Man underneath that. All work and no play makes for, you know, that's imbalance. So we're going to get some more. Healing at the bottom of the card, giving and receiving healing, and the Sun. And this could be the lesson that's available at the moment with this moon in Aquarius. Where is their balance? What have you learned? What are you learning to play? New instruments? Shedding the skin of that which no longer serves us. Right, give me something on the Hierophant. It's the High Priest in most cards. And find balance, healing and the Sun. Because I guess after the blue moon, going into the Hermit, you know, that is the gateway. That is the, if we haven't learned anything from that moon, or anything that was illuminated during that moon, I guess, you know, you're still in, it'll come back round, I guess. So finding balance, healing, the Sun, the Hierophant, I think it is. Let's take, seems like quite a few. And here we have acceptance. I love the fact that there's the moon in the background. Acceptance of yourself, acceptance of other people, acceptance of riding the waves, acceptance of, I've got this, I'm on top of the fish. There are going to be massive, great big waves. Waves of emotion, waves of, as we're going through this collective awakening, there are going to be things that come to the surface that are going to feel quite overwhelming. But it is about finding that balance, staying on top of the water, not drowning. Don't get sucked in. Don't go underneath. That is the time for. And that is, again, what kind of music are you playing? I love the fact that she's on that fish, and it's green, so it's in the heart chakra. The fine balance is green, so that to me is in the heart chakra. We have listen to your body. She's got a green dragon on her shoulder. So our body talks to us, our body tells us whereabouts it is that we get stuck. Now, as we're moving into summer, what a really good thing to do is to, if you get a chance, get down to the sea, go into the water. I have to stick my fingers in my ears, so I don't like the water in my ears. But just float. Float on the water. Repeat, I let go of any attachments to outcomes and control. And in your body, you will feel where you're still holding on to, where there's still tension, where there's still attachments, because the salt water is really good at healing any of those, karmic attachments or anything that needs clearing. And when we float, when the tension will show up in your body. So again, listen to your body. If you've got earache, it's because you're either not liking what you're hearing, or there's problems with something that you're not listening to, you're unable to hear. Your throat is blockages in the throat chakra. So listening to your body. When I get stuck moving forward, I always have problems with my knee, left knee normally. So listen to your body. And it's purple, so there is this massive protection around it. She's got a crown on with her third eye. She's on the floor, but she's listening. She's saying, what have you got to tell me? What's the dragon trying to tell me? The dragon is green, so that represents some healing as well. And the unexpected. This is beautiful. Now, this is the gateway I was talking about. This is when you are in your ordinary life, going about your business, and you turn a corner. And something that you did not see coming suddenly is open. This is this gateway that I was talking about, these two pillars. And then the snakes, obviously, this is having shed. Now, this could just be shedding a thought pattern, a way of thinking, life's boring, 9-to-5 job, blah, 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 and then turning this corner and going, oh my fucking God, look what's round there. Seeing magic everywhere. It's purple, so I'm saying it's like the third eye chakra. She's got her hand in her mouth. It's like, oh my God, I did not see that coming. I didn't see that coming. So there's something unexpected that's around the corner through this, and it's going to be, joyful, playful. Bring me sunshine in your smile. But it's through having ridden the waves, riding the waves, riding the emotions, letting whatever it is come up, release it, let it go, but staying on top. We're going to go to the Fairy Oracle. So, give me something on the Hierophant. Listen to your body, unexpected, and find balance. Healing involved here. That was 2 cards. 3 of Swords. Heartbreak. So, a broken heart is an open heart. There is a period, maybe during that blue moon, I cried. I would imagine quite a few people had a good old bloody cry because it was so intense. There's a period of healing, which does involve going into the heart space and releasing. And this doesn't necessarily mean, you know, heartbreak. People just associate heartbreak with breakups. This could be heartbreak from the closing of a chapter. This could be heartbreak related to losing people. But this also heartbreak related to grieving over past versions of ourselves. Because when we go into, oh God, there's transformation underneath. So as I'm saying this, when we move into a new chapter, a new cycle, we've released some old snake skin, shedded some skin, levelled up, if you like, there is a period of grieving that old self. Grieving that old self that put up with shit. Grieving that old self that was deluded, lived in illusion, whatever. But that came out, what did it come out with? And the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is like, I put the burdens down. The Ten of Wands is the wand that breaks the camel's back. I'm carrying too much. And that often does come with this heartbreak. It's like, I can't carry anymore. I've got to put down what's not mine. Let it go. Break down, break through. And again, this is this card. Break down, break through, walk through. So yeah, some heartbreak and again, finding balance. The Ten of Wands can often, and the Five of Cups. So yeah, definitely some healing going on. The Five of Cups is I'm not being seen, I'm not being heard. You know, I'm emotionally giving out. I'm not receiving in equal balance. Find balance. And it's actually making me quite sad. So the Ten of Wands comes along and it's like, enough is enough. Sifting through what is in equal balance, what isn't. What have I made myself? Because when we do have to take accountability for these wands representing responsibilities, what have I made myself responsible for which actually isn't mine? And the Ten of Wands is like dropping it all, dropping all the burdens because of this Five of Cups. So let's keep going. And in dropping all those burdens, you kind of free your hands up. You free your hands up to this. Free your hands up to, I am open to receiving rainbows. I'm open to receiving any healing that needs to be taking place. I am accepting of whatever it is. Accepting of oneself. That could have been what was highlighted during the moon. Self-acceptance. But it has created a gateway, and there is something unexpected. Or maybe be like actually just turning that corner and viewing things can give you unexpected results, rewards. Didn't expect that. Right, anything more on this? So we've got the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is the Shadow Queen. The Queen of Wands is on fire, let's just say. She's on fire. What she does is she takes the time out to go into and look at her own shadow, process what's going on, transmutes it into something powerful, magical, like a tool that can be used in the world, and comes back out with, you know, a new business idea. She's on fire with it. It's in her divine feminine. I've mastered how to take sadness and sorrow and the burdens and transmute them into something that is going back into the world. You know, she normally is a businesswoman who is on fire, very sexual, very charismatic. And there was this, so the Eight of Pentacles is something, Eight of Pentacles is learning your craft. Now with the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles and the Hanged Man, there is surrendering. So like I said before, this is seeing things from a different perspective, letting go of control of outcomes, not actually knowing what's round the corner, not, you know, trying to control what's round the corner, what is unexpected. So surrendering to outcomes, letting go of control of outcomes, situations, and just looking at things from a different angle, upside down. Viewing things from a different angle gives you a new perspective. And the Queen of Wands, after going in and doing the shadow work, and then the Eight of Pentacles representing something like a gift, or a skill or a work set that you can actually, that you've been perfecting over and over, and it says keep going, keep doing what you're doing. Eight is the infinity sign. It's like they're building this basket to perfection so that they can actually carry all of the fruits of their labour. That's a beautiful set to come out with. I let go of control of outcomes. That's dropping all the wands, and then, you know, becoming the queen is actually crowned in her ability to be able to go into the shadow, look at what this is teaching me, and then transmute it and come out on fire. Four of Pentacles at the bottom is like just keeping a little bit to yourself, not oversharing. Again, it's finding balance. I've got Four Pentacles, but I'm just going to keep some behind. I'm not quite ready to actually, you know, share out or give out, or, you know, whatever it is that I am working towards. What have we got here? Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is, and the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands is news coming in. The Knight of Wands is the fire horse. Horses are coming. And this is news coming in, which is in the heart space. So there is an invitation or something coming in quite fast and direct. And the Knight of Wands doesn't sit around. He's like, right, do you want to do this? If you do, pack your bags, let's go, we're off. He's almost like the one that, you know, the protester that wants something to protest about, and you just give him, and he's off, he's gone. Bit ADHD, bit ADHD. But he's sitting on his mushroom and he's like, where am I going to go next? What am I going to do next? This is in the, like, the knights represent the divine masculine kind of young energy, you know, not saying it needs to be a younger person, but it's that youthfulness. So going from the queen down back to the knights, and we go up and down these scales of these suits, is like, right now I'm only moving in directions that fill my cup. Hence the cup is bang in the middle of the Hierophant. I'm only going with my wand to places that fill my cup, that give me satisfaction in my heart space. Hopefully this is making sense to me. So 2 nights, the horses are coming. Let's get something from the Druids. See if they've got anything to add. But yeah, it's a level up. It's a kind of like a lesson, or going into, you know, like seeking out meditation, seeking out higher, more informed tower. Tower is, and I think we had that before, breakdown. Lightning strikes, maybe once, maybe twice. Oh, and it lights up the night. The lightning only strikes when the foundations aren't actually solid. The tower only comes along when the foundations aren't solid. So there was a tower moment, and this is what it brought about. It's like, boom, no, ground zero. These foundations, whatever it is that you've built, aren't on solid, they're not built on solid structures. That'll be the 10 of Wands as well. It feels like a collapse, but it is actually a reset. The tower, it does look destructive, but it's actually a reset. It's actually to put you back on track. And then the Fool at the bottom of that. So like before, the Fool is a brand new journey. It's just about to jump off this cliff, or step off this cliff into the unknown. The unknown is the unexpected. The unknown is, I haven't got a clue what's round the corner, but I'm just going to trust that if I take this leap of faith, like the universe, source energy, my higher self, whatever you want to call it, has got my back. Like the dog has got my back. And even if it hasn't, I've got enough in my bag here, enough knowledge, enough skill sets to climb back up, turn round and go back the other way. But this is saying there's something unexpected coming round the corner, and there we have it. The Prince of Wands, the Fire Horse. There is news coming in fast, and it's going to be heart activated. So Knave of Wands, Knight of Wands, same suit, same principle, fast action, movement forward. Anything else with this Hierophant? Horses are coming, so you better. Princess of Swords is and the Six of Swords. Six of Swords, moving on to calmer waters. There's that sun, all that yellow, all that fire in the background. This is what I'm leaving behind. It's a trail. This is what I've learnt, this trail of fire behind me. Queen of Wands, on fire, moving on to calmer waters, knowing what direction you're going in. Six of Wands at the bottom. So the Princess of Swords and the Ten of Wands. So yeah, there was definitely I can't carry this anymore. These burdens, what's mine, what's not mine, whatever's not mine, I'm putting it down. If you didn't choose to get rid of what's not yours, then the universe comes along, brings in a tower, and actually just takes it out of your hands, because we're not meant to be carrying all this shit. We're not meant to be carrying what's not ours, and it's come up twice now, so it's 2 lots of Tens of Wands. And then here she is, the Princess of Swords, cloaked in blue with protection, illumination around her head with this brand new sword. The brand new sword is clarity, it's peace of mind, It's I've got a new way of thinking. I'm going to be moving in a new direction. I'm not taking all these wands with me. Healing, Fool, Knight of Cups, Queen of Wands, Tower, Ten of Wands, and maybe just a little bit of acceptance. There's always going to be waves. There's always going to be riding the waves. But we are moving on to calmer waters. So that blue moon was, there's the clarity, there's the sword, there's the truth. She has it in her hand. So she might be learning new skills. You could be learning new skills, or Eight of Pentacles, going back to college, going back to learning something new. Again, this Hierophant is new knowledge, learning something new. I've got this new information, this new thought pattern. I'm going to learn something with it. Take the knowledge, take the lessons. Right, I'm going to go to the Labyrinth Fairies and then I'm going to close. See what they've got to say. See what they've got to say. Okay, give me something with the Hierophant, two lots of Tens of Wands, the Tower, Queen of Wands, the Unexpected. Do you remember Tales of the Unexpected and that woman dancing? It's kind of got that feeling about it. She was silhouetted, wasn't she? Tales of the Unexpected. And the Sun. Listen to your body. What's your body saying? When you're around people, are you tense or are you relaxed? Indy, sideways. He came out the other day. There is something that needs to be dropped. A decision needs to be made. You've got to let go of something. Going backwards and forwards. As I was talking about, listen to your body. Listen to your body. And Indy fell out sideways. This is something that is coming through in this pre-moon post period. There's this balancing of an idea, or it's indecision. Indy represents indecisiveness. And it's asking us, if we're having a problem making a decision around something, whether do we stay or do we go? It's always, please, 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 listen to your body. Your body is your antennae. Your body is, you will feel whether there is balance when you're around people, whether you come away feeling fucking drained out of shit or you feel energized with the exchange of energy, finding balance. So listen to your body. If there's this indecisiveness, don't know what to drop. This is, I think we're obviously still in it, but the moon has moved into Aquarius, and that is the Princess of Swords. Swords, Aquarius being air sign. Swords. Anything else from the Labyrinth Fairies? So we've got, I can't think of his name. Let's have a look. The Master Maker. The Master Maker is 22 as well, which is like the divine feminine number 22. The Master Maker is manifesting energy. Skill, craftsmanship, magician, moral strength and invention. So the Queen of Wands is very much like this. Do whatever you do as well as you can and then make it even better. The Master Maker reminds us that our very best work is always desirable, and in the present situation it is necessary for success. In fact, he asks that we surpass our previous best. Don't cut corners, don't take the easy way, whether making a thing or fulfilling a concept. Be sure the design is elegant, pure and functional, and then follow it, attending to every detail in its turn. Design beyond your skill and then raise the level of your skill to fulfill it. Give and accept only the best and do it with the love of your craft, whatever your craft may be. It speaks of long-lasting achievements, creative problem-solving and confident action. It may suggest cooperation with others, especially from a position of responsibility of teaching one's craft to others. So the Hierophant that's what the Hierophant does. He's the teacher of the skills of what it is that he's learned. Success comes from practical application of traditional principles in life and in work. And that, again, those two pillars represent the traditional, not as in the old traditions, but this could be, and again, the Tower could be just ripping that down. Let's have a look at this other guy, 61. 61, Gawacha, I want to say. I might have that wrong. Let's have a look at it. Oh, God, no, it doesn't even begin with G, Hobbit. Right. Imagery fears, unreal hazards, and realistic cautions. It's time to look at the truth behind our fears. To distinguish between what is real and what is just our projection of old traumas and fears into our imaginary future. By delving into old patterns, we can see past them to a more liberating life. Only by facing those fears honestly, this is what the Queen of Wands does, and seeing them for what they really are, do we gain greater ability to open our hearts to the singer of courage and gain in strength to face the really difficult challenges in our lives. Each false fear confronted, resolved, makes us even stronger. I love that. There's definitely a gateway here, an opportunity. And again, that sword is a new thought pattern. It's clarity. It's like, moving on to calmer waters is what is actually, that's what I woke up with this morning. That's like, what is actually fucking real? Like, not as in what is actually real, but just being able to see things a hell of a lot more clearer and the, yeah, that was quick. Stone people, vigilance, and lightning power. I'm going to go with those. These they just jump out like lightning. Stone people. I don't think I've ever had stone people before. Let's have a look at them. Vigilance. Look at those clouds. They're breaking up. Remain vigilant at this time, but not out of fear. Vigilance simply means opening up your mind and senses to information as it is presented to you through your eyes, ears, physical sensations and detached thoughts. It's especially true in the two main areas. Firstly, follow any gut feelings that tell you to be wary about someone or something. Secondly, pay close attention to an important opportunity that presents itself, one that may enhance your life and the lives of others. Maintain your vigilance of the clues around and inside of you. Access what is emanating from your body. listen to your body. And then sort out any conditioned responses from what is purely instinctual. Examine the situation with heart intuition and mind in harmony. Knight of Cups. I got tingling down my left arm then. Examine the situation with heart intuition and mind in harmony, for this is how vigilance serves you. Detach, take a breath, and stand tall in your stature. And then I'm gonna go to lightning. Lightning strikes. It says power, which it is. Here we go. Stand in it. Power. The power available to you, the force of life itself, is neutral. It's neither inherently good nor bad. It is how you utilise it that will determine whether it is ultimately harmful or life-giving and congruent with the will of spirit that pulses through you. What is required is awareness of your intention, your values, and your willingness to act on them under the particular circumstances of your inquiry. Although you may see yourself as using this power for good, do not allow yourself to get caught up in the duality of good or bad in determining your decision or actions. Through prayer or ceremony, you can tap into this spiritual force, and by paying close attention to Spirit's prompting, your choice, which is this one here, which came in sideways, your choice will ultimately, ultimately be revealed to you, one that is beyond your typical perspective. From there, you can continue to access this divine power that is the very force driving the universe. I love you lots.